Good morning. Today I'm bringing you a battle against a guy called Dez1562. It is pouring with rain outside, but being British, I do love the rain. Love being inside when it's raining at least, and not standing in some queue somewhere. But it's a decent day, I'm feeling good, so I thought I'd bring you guys a commentary. Got Bravery there, we got Dragonair, we got Superior, which are probably the main things I'm threatened by there. Combustion, I'm not really sure what it does. I know it has speed boost and probably Violate and Protect, but apart from that, not really sure what Combustion does. I've seen a couple of Swords Dance sets, but this one turns out to be a little bit different. So in comes the infamous Bravery. I can't really do anything to it because it's just an absolute beast. I go ahead and just Protect on the first turn. He kind of surprises me here and goes for just a flat switch instead of U-turning. Not really sure why he did that, but it does work out for him because it means I can't get at my rocks. I was literally just going to go for rocks on the next turn had he not switched out to his Volbeat here. But since Volbeat's in, I don't want him to set up on me, so I'm just going to go ahead and go to Liepard. He's going to Tail Glow and Baton Pass out to his Combustion. Definitely not good for me. Just going to go for a Swagger on the switch just because it will semi-cripple whatever comes in. I say semi-cripple because it normally forces a switch. But he's got the +3, so obviously he wants to try and use that. But I'm thinking, okay, Liepard has ridiculous speed. Combustion does not. I'm going to go for Encore on the second turn. Even after that one speed boost, I can still outspeed him. I don't know if he's like a bulky set or max speed or whatever, but I just kind of, crossed my fingers and hoped at that point, to be honest. Had he outspared me there and killed me, I don't know what I would have done, but yeah, going to go for a Foul Play just to get some nice damage on the Combustion. In comes Bravery, which kind of works because it does about 2/3 to him. Pretty nice. But now I'm going to go ahead and go to Wormadam here. Now, ideally, I'd want something else to sack, but Wormadam's probably the best thing I have and the least useful, if that sentence makes any sense whatsoever. He's the best thing I have to sacrifice, is what I mean. I do have Stealth Rocks, but I don't feel like they'll be too necessary now that Bravery's gone, but yeah, he's going to go down to his own recoil. That's fine. In comes Volbeat again. I go ahead and go to Liepard here just because it's my fastest Pokemon and probably the thing I want to take on whatever he brings out. So it goes for T-Wave, I guess expecting me to be like an Unburdened set or something, but I tend to always carry Limber on there just because it's kind of handy because you don't want your speed reduced on a Liepard, obviously. So in comes Superior here, as I go for a Swagger on the switch, knowing that he pretty much had to switch. If I had T-Wave, I probably would have gone for it there, but I have a feeling at the time I had Taunt and Encore instead of Encore and T-Wave, but I don't know, either set kind of works. Liepard's a really good Pokemon, like I said in the last battle. I don't know if it'll go up to RU or not once Prankster gets released, but it'll definitely help, that's for sure. Now he goes for a Bug Buzz here. I guess I should have seen that coming because he couldn't really go for a setup move on Liepard because I could just Encore him or Taunt him or whatever. So the Bug Buzz does a significant chunk of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and switch to Vileplume. I can't remember if it was my physically defensive one or my specially defensive one because I always tend to switch around between special and physical. I think this one might have been the physical one, but yeah, either way, going to go for a Sleep Powder on whatever. Now that he is taunted, luckily I did get that taunt off because it means that he can't sub up or whatever. Can go for a Sleep Powder on whatever, and now he's going to go ahead and bring back in his Volbeat. He actually made a really good play there in going to Dragonair because most Dragonairs tend to carry Shed Skin and probably Rest, occasionally Sleep Talk, but yeah, I guess that was probably the best thing he had to put to sleep. Now I'm going to bring Frillish because I kind of think he's going to go for a Bug Buzz. Now he's going to start setting up on me. Now I wasn't exactly sure what to do here. I kind of thought about going back to Liepard, but I didn't want him to predict that and go for a Bug Buzz, so I thought, okay, go for a Will-O-Wisp, get a bit more damage on him if he wants to, keep staying in and subbing and whatever. I don't really have an alternative at this point. Frillish can probably take most special attacks anyway, even if they are heavily boosted by Tail Glow. I kind of feel like they should have given Tail Glow to Illumise as well, because it's pretty much, the worst of the two because of that one move, I reckon. Although I guess, if it did have Tail Glow, then, obviously the greatest special attack of Illumise would probably mean it could just sweep a team all by itself and not need to Baton Pass out. But hey, whatever, in comes Combustion, hoping to get off a +6 Flamethrower. That's gonna hurt. And you may ask, why do I call a happy face? The reason he is so happy is because he can take a +6 Flamethrower from a Combustion. That is definitely not something to mess with. I have a lot more respect for Frillish after this battle. Can really take those special hits well. Now in comes Salazar Slytherin, the green snake thing, aka Superior, as he goes for a sub. I figured there's no point in burning him because he probably does have sub. So I'm going to go to Vileplume here, who can just hopefully get off some heavy hits with a Sludge Bomb. I always carry Sludge Bomb because, you know, there are some decent support moves that Vileplume can learn. I think he gets Leech Seed. Maybe, maybe not, but it gets quite a few support moves like Synthesis or whatever. But I keep Sludge Bomb on there just because it is really useful for these kind of situations. And of course, it's a lot more powerful than Giga Drain, so if you're wanting to just hit stuff hard, that's the move to go for. Not as powerful as Giga Impact, but it's still pretty damn powerful. Though why you'd have Giga Impact on a Vileplume is beyond me. Now I'm going to keep going for Sludge Bombs as he's going for Calm Minds, and here he goes for Hidden Power. I was a little bit worried because if it was Ice, I'd be probably 2-hit killed. But I think he told me it was Rock or something, which I guess is quite useful for type coverage. But it does mean that I'm going to be able to hopefully take this guy out because there's nothing he can really do. He's going to go ahead and switch just to preserve his Slytherin for later. I keep wanting to call it Slytherin. Definitely is called Superior. Got to remember that. Now Dragonair comes back in. Almost looks the same, but obviously not. Interestingly, Poison is actually neutral to Dragon, which I kind of only just found out this game. I thought Dragon just resisted pretty much everything except for Ice, but yeah, resists Fire, Grass, Electric, Water, but if you want to take down a Dragon, use Poison. Use a Garbodor with Gunk Shot, that'll do it. Or maybe just Ice Beam, that'll probably do it. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and taunt him just because I have a morbid fear of Dragonairs after I got swept by one. After I let it get set up to +6, which was never a good idea in the first place, and he just extreme speeded and outraged my entire team, which was not good times for me. Not going to have a repeat of that, so I'm just going to go for the taunt. Even if he does want to keep attacking me, I really don't care. I guess he doesn't have extreme speed because he didn't go for it, or maybe he felt like outrage would be a one-hit kill, but either way, he gets the 2-turn outrage. I don't kill him off, unfortunately, but I got a plan B. I say, Heatmore, if you don't hit this Fire Blast, I'm going to have to put you down. But he does, so, you know, Heatmore lives to fight another day. Fire Blast will easily take him out from there, no question. Now, in comes Quagsire. I could Home Claws and start going for Focus Blast, but there's really no point because he has the Unaware ability, probably. Unless he has Damp for some reason. Now, I go into Frillish here. I want to say I wanted the burn on him there, but I think what I actually did was just mash the pad, just press whatever, just because I thought he was faster, so I thought, well, Frillish is dead. He's had his time. When I really could have gone for Recover and just kind of stalled him out a bit, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. It does mean that he can't get some decent damage with his Earthquakes. Unless he gets a crit like this, but, you know, we'll put those aside as outliers. Now, Vileplume's in here. I go for a Sludge Bomb because I kind of thought he might switch to whatever else he's got left. I guess Volbeat, and there's another one I think, but now I'm going to go for Giga Drain. Get all those souls back. Get pretty much up to full, I think. Yeah, back up to full again. I think Vileplume's honestly one of the best wolves in the NU tier. When I come across one, I'm pretty scared, so I'm surprised more people don't use him. Now Volbeat comes in, tries to set up on me just in case he can maybe live one of these attacks and just, you know, hopefully sweep me with Bug Buzz or whatever. Not going to let that happen. Vileplume is having no Volbeat sweeps today. And now Superior is his last, and all he has is Hidden Power Rock to hit me with, so yep, that is going to be a good game. Really enjoyable game. I did enjoy kind of the whole Baton Pass strategy going on with Volbeat and Combusken. That would have been pretty damn impressive if he swept me with a Combusken. Although I think I've probably have it happen to me before with like a Swords Dance Combusken, but yeah, definitely approve of these interesting Baton Pass teams, but yep, that was a great game, Dez. Really did enjoy it. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you did, please leave a like rating. And with that being said, I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.